Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. It is my honor to support this WRDA today, as this is exactly why I came to Congress in the first place, to put a real focus on the rural communities of Northern California. It also highlights the real need to have representation, true representation in Northern California, so that these many communities have that focus and have real results. Someone who knows the issues and who lives and breathes the Sacramento Valley. Doug LaMalfa was that man, and I am happy to continue that work in this role. At the heart of Northern California, the lifeblood is the Sacramento River, which I grew up on. I grew up fishing those waters. Our farm relied on those waters to irrigate our crops. And this WRDA helps invest $155 million in that Sacramento River Basin, much needed projects from water and wastewater infrastructure that will help support water reliability, certainty that we will have that water in the future. Because all too often in California, our water rights are under attack. In fact, they currently are by the California government, by the Water Resources Control Board, by regulations. But this WRDA helps ensure those co-equal goals of ensuring water reliability and environmental restoration and sustainability on the Sacramento River are met by authorizing these investments. It also ensures surface water protection and long overdue upgrades in our rural communities. One of those rural communities is the town of Robbins. Most people probably wouldn't be able to pick it out on a map, but it's an important community. It's one of these small rural communities that needs investments. I started working with that community when I was a county supervisor. Today, this WRDA helps ensure wastewater sewer line replacement can happen in that community, much needed. And for rural communities across the state of California, across this great nation who need that investment. This bill directs the Corps to begin forecast-informed reservoir operations. What does that mean? It means better management of our water by ensuring that when we operate our dams and reservoirs, we're ensuring that we're using the latest technology and weather forecasting to ensure that we store as much of that water as possible, but also to be ready for releases when we have a large snowpack that could threaten communities downstream, as happened with Oroville Dam, when we had a very wet season and that dam fell apart. This WRDA helps ensure that won't happen again, that we won't have those kinds of issues, because it is making an investment, for instance, in Black Butte Dam to ensure that those dam safety reviews are done on time and timely to ensure that our existing infrastructure, one, is maintained, but it's also operated to the maximum ability to make sure that we have water when we need it. I'm also proud that this WRDA ensures that that lifeblood will be there for the great crops of Northern California. I heard my colleague talk about some of the crops in her district, but peaches, prunes, walnuts, almonds, rice, tomatoes, alfalfa, all grown in that great Northern California that the world relies upon. This WRDA helps ensure that that investment maintains, and that doesn't just help my district, it helps people across this great world have food and nourishment now and into the future. I also want to highlight that this WRDA puts a focus on wildfire and on drought resiliency. We have had countless wildfires in Northern California. All over this WRDA is a focus on wildfire, on resiliency, on ensuring that we have drought relief as well, that we put a focus on making sure that we can be more resilient in droughts and these dry conditions. So many different fronts where this WRDA bill helps ensure investments in my district, but certainly throughout this great nation. And what I want to thank the chairman and the ranking member for is for making those investments, for hearing from all of us, but from hearing from this representative from Northern California, where we're all too often we are overlooked, and especially by our state government many times. But by having a voice here in this building, by having a true representative, we're able to secure these investments in rural California, and I am greatly thankful for this. This WRDA reflects what this committee does best: practical, community-driven solutions that strengthen infrastructure, that improve resiliency, and deliver real value to the people we represent. So I thank you, Mr. Chairman, and the ranking member, and all of the subcommittee chairs and staff who have put their work into this package. I'm proud to support it, and I look forward to continuing to work with you as we advance WRDA and the rest of the committee's agenda this coming year. Thank you, and I yield back my time.